Hello everybody, welcome to the Alienware Gfinity Pro League. My name is Knight, and alongside me today is Chewy.
Yeah, somebody new, different. Usually have Banks here. Unfortunately, he's not a very well man today. So Banks, straight off the start, we hope you do get better soon, my friend. And yeah, so I'll be joining you last minute call up, but it's a pleasure to be here, bringing you some more Counter-Strike action. And first game up of the day, we're going to have Kick going up against Ents. So we'll be bringing you that action as soon as possible. I think the players are just getting into the lobby, but we're on Nuke today. So
yeah, guys, we are on Nuke, and this was a game that actually wasn't meant to happen, but Ents have had a change of heart, and it is going to happen. So we got the Portuguese team Kick up against the Finns in Ents, and they're on Nuke. And who's your money on? I mean, personally, I like Kick gaming in this Gfinity Pro League. I think they've been really strong. As long as Fox is firing those AWP shots, I don't think they'll have too much.
Well, I'm going to go with the same then. I've seen Kick before. I haven't actually cast before, being new, but Kick, you know, we saw them the other day when we were casting, and they look really strong there. So I have a feeling that they can take this one as well, but you never know. This is Counter-Strike. We've been casting some great games in the past couple of weeks, and we've seen some real upsets. Scores which you couldn't really put down on script, so exactly what we want to see. So hopefully we get some good shocking games tonight, although I'm sure there'll be some angry people if they lose any skins, if there are some upsets, but you never know.
You could say that, but yeah, obviously Chewy was mentioning a few upset matches that we saw earlier on in the week, and funnily enough, me and Chewy casted one of them, which was actually Kick against Courage. I mean, Courage, who would have expected Courage to beat Kick on the Inferno early on in the week? But guys, it happened. And Kick, a lot of people have mentioned on Reddit and, you know, HLTV that Kick haven't actually had much time to practice recently for whatever reason, and they think that might have played a factor in the fact that Kick lost against Courage. And even Ents, right, if we look at Kick's past 5 games played, they've lost 3 and won 2, and Ents have drawn 1, won 1, and lost 3 as well. So both teams are in really, really poor form at the moment.
So whichever way you look at it, then this game's going to play really good for one team, and it's going to play really bad for another one in their mental game. If they're both on bad form at the second, whoever's going to come away from this game, okay, now we're on a winning form, now we can start to pick this up, you never know. But that's the thing with Counter-Strike, anything can kind of change at any moment. So we're just making sure that we can connect to the server well, and everything can sort out for you guys, and then we should be good to go. As we do say, we are going to be on Nuke, of course. Nuke, one of those maps that everybody loves. Some people argue that it's a heavily favoured CT-sided map. Yeah, indeed. So we'll see who's going to be able to get that initial start. See, now, if you guys know me and Knight without casting before, we're usually casting weird accents. We're not going to do that today. We're going to have a break. We usually just do that as a bit of a laugh. But no Russian accents from us in the 9th round, unfortunately, today. But
fortunately not. But, guys, if anyone's on another Twitch channel, which is the Twitch channel we normally cast on, it says specifically on that channel to come to this channel. So if you've got a friend watching that other channel, tell them that this is the channel that they need to be watching, that they need to follow the instructions on the normal Twitch channel that we cast on. And on that note, we're basically just going to go for a few minutes. We just need to set our game up here. But, yeah, we'll see you guys in a few minutes' time. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gfinity Pro League, sponsored by Alienware. In case you've just joined us, my name is Kyanite, and as you've probably realised, this beautiful person right here is not Banks, no.
Are you saying I'm more beautiful than Banks? Is that what you're trying to say? That's not a very nice thing to say.
You're beautiful, he's sexy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll go with that then.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Everybody at home can distinguish which they think is better. I saw you do that. But here we go, guys. First game of the day. It looks like we've got 3 games coming away. Thought we were going to have 2 originally, but now we've got 3 instead. So it's going to be Ents going up against Kick here to start off. I believe we're going to be staying on Nuke throughout the entire evening, as far as I'm aware, because of the way that the Pro League works.
Yeah, like every week we've got a different
switches.
map. Yeah.
So Nuke it's going to be. So we hope that you like Nuke. We certainly like Nuke. It's going to be a fun one to cast over for you guys. So we're just waiting for everybody to get into the server, get everything started, and then we should be good to go. So we talked a bit earlier on about our predictions and stuff like that. You're sticking firmly to Kick.
Yeah, I'm sticking for. Well, to be fully honest, I probably shouldn't, but there's just something about Kick within this Pro League. Like, I've sort of fallen in love with them in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like Fox in his AWP, he's been brilliant. And like I said earlier on, Fox are in poor form at the moment. Some people are saying that they haven't been practicing enough. But it just seems like there's something about Kick in this Gfinity Pro League where they're pretty much top of the table. They've got more points and a better round difference than Team Dignitas do, which that really emphasizes to show Kick's dominance throughout this tournament so far. And as it stands, they're on a plus 21 round difference, Chewy.
That's not bad at all. And Dignitas, they are your Fragbrite champions as well.
Yeah.
They've been playing incredibly well recently. And, I mean, like, I wouldn't say they've been upsetting people and shocking people, but they've been proving that they can hang pretty much, and they've been really coming out strong. So the fact that Kick, as we say, are with a 21 plus round difference, and at the top of the league technically, that's going to stand really well from them. Now let's explain quickly what's going to happen, because we found out about this recently. So what's going to happen in the next stages? This is the last week of kind of regular league play, and then it's going to be progressing afterwards.
Yeah, so what's going to happen, guys, is first we'll end up playing 4th in a playoff. Second, we'll end up playing 3rd in a playoff. And are we live?
I think we may be.
I think we may be live. I think we may be live, so
let's go and see if
it goes nothing. Let's kick straight in, and hopefully you guys can see. There we go. So you can hear the sound, and Ents most certainly pulling a heck of a load of triggers at the moment. I don't think we're live, because are we live or not?
This is the thing with Counter-Strike.
Why? Let's assume we're not live. We're assuming we're not live, guys. But yeah, like we said, Kick are going to end up playing 4th place, who at the moment is Ents, this Finnish team. And we've got 6 teams within this actual Gfinity Pro League. So, all right, they've just said good luck. So they weren't live, guys. Good news. So, 2 teams out of the 6 are going to end up dropping out because they finished 5th and 6th.
Yeah, which at the minute would be H2K and GamePub.
Yeah, as it stands at the moment. So actually, let's give everyone a rundown of the table. You can see it on the Gfinity website, but we'll tell you. Kick, like we said, are on top of the table. They've got a plus 21 round difference, which is massive compared to the other teams, and 9 points in the bag. Second place, Dignitas, a plus 9 round difference, with also 9 points. So, as it stood earlier on in the morning, if you remember, Ents and Kick weren't going to play. So what would have happened was, is that Dignitas would have ended up playing against H2K. And if Dignitas had gotten the 3 points, Kick would have also had 3 points, because they would have got the default win against Ents. But if Dignitas had managed to get 16 rounds, well, if they'd managed to beat H2K, they would have been guaranteed 16 rounds. Then my math might be slightly incorrect, but they would have probably sneaked above Kick. Now Kick, they've got that plus 21 round difference. All Kick need to do to finish first, guys, is win this game. Literally win this game, and once they get that plus 16 round difference, then the way I see it is, I think it's going to be difficult for Dignitas to try and redeem themselves.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a really interesting game as well, because having a look at the standing now, Ents, which is the team that they're about to face up against, they're in 4th place. So if things stay the way that they are now, they'll be facing each other again next week.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, which would be certainly interesting considering, they've just played each other where they're about to play each other this week. You don't know, anything can change. You may not see it end up the way that it exactly is now in the league, but still, if things stay the way that they are now, this matchup will be happening again. But we'll have to see. Anything can happen in Counter-Strike, and you never know. And of course, we're on best of ones right now. I do believe it will be BO3
for the playoffs.
The playoffs as well. So that adds another dynamic to things. You have to kind of come into that with a slightly different mindset, I would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many times have we seen BO3 games happen where one team wins one map, and then before you know it, their opposition end up winning the next 2 maps? And BO3 games, a lot of people don't like them from what I've heard, but in my opinion, some teams are better than other teams, like on certain maps. You know what I mean? And if you it looks like we're gonna go live, so signal to Mr. Producer.
Yeah, he's all good to go.
And
he's ready.
There's a thumbs up. And here we go. It looks like they're going to swap teams. So we are going to have Kick starting on the CT side. And obviously, you mentioned earlier on, Chewy, that D Nuke is a CT-sided map. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's the swap. And yeah, guys, Kick are your CT side. Nuke, CT-sided map. On paper, Kick should be able to get a comfortable win this half. You know what I mean? You'd expect him to get 10 or 11 rounds racked up on the scoreboard. And you know what they say, the team that starts on Nuke as CT always has that tiny advantage going into the second half and gives them a more comfortable T side. Whilst ENCE, if they end up losing 10-5, 11-4, 12-3 here, can you imagine being in their shoes, going into that second half with only 3 rounds under your belt?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. And I mean, of course, ENCE being on the T side will know that they're not expected to get the most round on the board here. They're probably going to the halfway mark down in rounds. But still, then they've got to try and use that in whatever aspect. And the more rounds that you can get on T side Nuke, the better. Just as simple as that, really. You can't put it any simpler. So I don't believe that we're live at the second, guys. I believe there was something wrong with the time on the actual round of the second. Yeah, the config wasn't completely correct as it should be.
Restart.
So it's just going to restart now, and then everything should be good to go. So once again, if you are just joining us, it's Kick versus ENCE here on Nuke. See who we're going to jump on board with off the start, and it looks like we should be ready to go in just a few seconds time indeed. But we're both going to call that Kick are going to take this. They're at the top of the league right now, as we've mentioned before, with that 21 round difference, playing incredibly well indeed. And let's see what's going to happen. So we've got a couple of Deagles in use. Actually, Killdream is going to be pulling off.
It's not live, Chewy.
Oh, is it not live? Oh, I just seen because it was flashed.
Yeah,
and I saw AK-47, so I was just like, oh, we're live.
You see, the players said it was live. That's why we went into the game, and now they've changed their mind again. So
hashtag blame Chewy.
Hashtag blame Chewy, but at the same time, admins sort it out.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll be good to go soon.
But yeah, let's talk about something else now. Like we talked about Dignitas earlier on. Dignitas, how good were they on Nuke the other day? When they played against Fnatic, they beat Fnatic, the DreamHack Winter champions. 16-2. That's an absolute thrashing.
That is. I mean, that's something which Fnatic need to kind of go and hide in a hole about, and really need to just go, what the hell happened there, really? That's not something that you want to admit in public, but of course we're so lucky these days with pretty much every single Counter-Strike game possible being shown live for the world to see. And with that note, I mean, Fnatic, I've seen Fnatic play a couple of times recently on this map, and they have looked strong in some games. They had a close game against NiP not too long ago on it, which was an interesting one to watch. But still, just to be decimated in that respect, 16 only picking up 2 rounds, you've got to wonder what's up there, but you never know.
Well, it's probably not relevant because Fnatic are obviously in this Alienware Gfinity Pro League, but Fnatic have had such poor form recently. And talking about poor form, look at GamePub and Clan Mystic. Now, GamePub, they've undergone like 5 different new players. Like I think it's 4 new players. I think the only player from the old lineup is Kingor, if my memory serves me correct. And let's forget GamePub, guys. Let's forget Clan Mystic. We're going to go live. It's Kick versus ENCE. I almost said it's CTs against ENCE. I was like, you don't say. So 0-0, obviously, and we are on D Nuke, and let's see how these teams are going to fare out against each other. We're jumping straight into the pistol round, guys, and ENCE wasting no time going outside. They're going to go straight into the lobby and straight into one of these bomb sites. So here we go. It's RMN with 2 kills. Alu and Sunny wasting no time to even things out. It's Sunny. Surely he will get the second kill, but Fox from behind. And well, it's Fox with the weight of the world on his shoulders. He hears the bomb going down. He's got Skirk to his left, and the first round will go to the T side.
That's strong there. You know, that's good. That's what you want. You know, they rushed in there aggressively. They didn't waste any time. They also got the bomb plant as well, which is obviously going to help them in terms of the money situation. And, you know, we said about how the CT side is stronger here. So if you can win your pistol round on the T side, that's only going to play good for you. The more rounds that you can get on the T side, the better, as we've already discussed. So the fact that Ents have already got one on the board, and they've also got the gun advantage here, is going to play big for them. Kick actually deciding to go for 5 CZ75s. So we'll see if they're going to be able to pull off anything big with that whatsoever. We've got a couple of AK-47s and a couple of Galils for Ents right now. They're moving their way outside at the second. Let's see where they're going to try and move that bomb in now. They're taking things a bit more slowly. They've made their way out there. You can see what's going to happen. Sunny is going to try and boost that player at the top. He's going to try and boost 2 up there as well to go to heaven. As Skirk, tries to jump on his head and just cannot seem to do it right now. But still, in the second round with 1 minute left on the clock, what is Skirk doing? This is just funny to watch right now. Oh my gosh, Skirk, this is going to go on a highlight reel, I can tell. There we go.
Hallelujah.
That was interesting indeed, but they're making their way at the top now. Still no picks here in the second round.
No picks indeed. There you go. Just as we said that, Fox does get that opening kill, and Skirk knows where Fox is, and surely the AK. No! Fox with his second, and my oh my, it's 2 versus 1. It's Natu all by himself, and let's go and take a look at where he's going. He's had a bit of damage dealt to himself, falling from the sky, but he is on top of this upper A bomb site. There's the AK at work, and that's why it is such a powerful weapon. It's so important. But Emotion, on the other hand, has managed to pick up a Galil. Natu spotting him. He will throw that nade there, and Emotion is blown to smithereens. And for a second there, Chewy, it looked like Kick were actually gonna, you know, win that anti-buy round where they had the deco or the eco. And fortunately for Ents, Natu was exactly. And fair play to him. He had that weapon advantage up against the CZ75s, and terrific nade from him. 2-0's your score. 2-0
it is, as you do say. And I mean, like, if that's going to be an indicator to the rest of the game, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's going to spell trouble for Ents, but the fact that Kick came so close to taking them out and the gun advantage there was the real difference between the two squads from what we've seen. That's going to be an interesting one to see, but already you do see damage being taken there. Skirk's actually he's going to go down to Killdream at the end there. Natu's going to try and reply, but RMN gets another one as well. Eventually does get shut down from Natu, leaving it onto a 2-on-3. And once again, even though Kick are on that eco round, they got a couple of casualties down there. They got 2 down. Natu did get taken down to 28 HP, so not as bad as the last round, but it's 3-0 now. You can have a look at the money situation. Kick are going to be able to buy here, so M4's in hand across the board. Having a look at the scoreboard overall, Alu having a strong start, going 5-1, as we can see. So, into round number 4, the first buy round for both teams. Let's see what's going to happen. And, you know, we talk about it time and time again about how that first full buy round for your team is so important if you've lost the first 3 after losing the initial pistol round. Yeah. So, as always, this is going to be big for Kick here. You do not want to let Ents have a strong start here, and that's going to be a great start by Mutirius actually picking up 1. Alu does answer back, though. Emotion shoots him in the face, and it's just back and forth. Picks going everywhere. Can't really tell who's going to get the advantage here, as we do see Fox actually going down to 4 HP. He does manage to take down Sunny, though. Yeah, this round, if Kick manage to hold on to this 3 versus 1, is going to be crucial for the Portuguese side, because, let's be honest, they need to get this 4th round on the board. Otherwise, they'll be forced to eco once again, and then Ents will not only have a 4-0 lead, but have a 5-0 lead as well. So here we go. It's Disturbed all alone. And he does pick up that bomb, which is good news for him, but he's got pretty much 2 terrorists on the upper bomb site. And no, it's 2 versus 1. Yeah, I could have sworn it was 3 versus 1. It was. Fox was on 4 HP. I don't know where he went down, but he's gone down. So okay, he's gone down. Or either that or I can't count. So, Disturbed. He's got a lot of time left on the clock. 37 seconds to be exact. He's going to peek up heaven. And we know that it's RMN on the upper bomb site in Killdream. He's expecting this. Oh, and Disturbed was looking in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the Portuguese team finally have that all-important 4th round on the board. And especially on such a CT-sided map like this, when you lose that pistol round against the terrorists, it's so crucial to get that round number 4 on the board. Yeah. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Kick, and fair play to them. Yeah, exactly what the doctor ordered for the Portuguese squad, as you do say. And, you know, yeah, you can't really emphasize it enough. When you're on a more favored side of a map, not just on Nuke, but on any map, if you start on the more favored side and then you lose the pistol round, yeah, okay, it's pretty much a given that you're probably going to lose the next 2 afterwards, but then you need to pick up that 4th round, and that's exactly what Kick have done. So Skirt's going to make his way through. Sunny's going to get the first pick. Roman does answer back, but the revenge kill from Sunny comes in, almost takes out his own player there, but Mutiris with huge big kills. 2 big kills there. It's a one-on-one situation. Very quick rounds coming in so far. We've not really seen much going on that's too slow. And, you know, not even 1 minute, well, not even, 30 seconds or so was down on the clock, I don't think, there, and everybody had been taken out. So Kick with another strong round. 2-3 it is. The buy situation is not great whatsoever for Ent, so they're going to have to eco up, which does mean that if things go according to plan, it should be 3-3.
Yeah, the thing is, I could see what Ents were trying to do. I mean, time after time we see those quick A pushes from lobby, just take the CTs by storm on that upper bomb site, and hey, they work, but Kick managed to repel it, so fair play to them, and now it's forced the Finns to have to eco. So let's go and see where they're gonna go. Emotion will take down 2. It's brilliant M4 work from Emotion. Fox as well, and well, Natu all alone. He's in hut. He's been dinked. He has to run away, and well, it's gonna take an absolute miracle to try and get something out of this round. I'll tell you that, Chewy.
Yeah, it will indeed. Emotion has been knocked down to 4 HP, but I still don't think it's going to play much dividends whatsoever in the rest of this round. And there we go. Mutiris does finish him up with the headshot from his M4. So that's going to be 3-3, all even here, heading into the 17th round. Let's have a look at the money, see what's going to happen. Ents look like they're not going to buy up. They're not going to risk anything. They haven't got much money in the bank whatsoever. So see one CZ75 come in by the looks of things. Not much else really interesting going in. A couple of P250s, or one P250 actually to be exact. But still, of course, Kick, because none of their players went down in the last round, they are very, very happy with their money situation. So this is going to be a big one. Let's see what happens here. Are Ents going to be able to produce anything out of the bag when they only have pistols in hand? About to find out. They're making their way into A by the looks of things already. Lots of smokes going down into Sunny there. Emotion's going to get the first kill onto Alu. Is he going to be able to pick up any more as they do start to flood this A bomb site? He's going to pick up the second. Not going to get the hat trick though as he gets taken down. Emotion's been the only casualty so far for Kick. But it's all left up to Natu and Sunny.
It is all left up to Natu and Sunny. They don't have the HP on their side, and Fox will nail Natu in the head. And Sunny, he's all by himself. And well, no surprise there. 2 versus 1. The right team won, and Kick, for the first time in this game, are finally back in the lead. Yep. Well, they're not back in the lead because they, like I just said, they never had the lead, but they finally got the lead for once. Yeah, 4-3.
One thing that I've got to say there is that we talked about how Kick came so close to taking the eco round when Ents were ecoing. And it pretty much just happened in reverse there. I mean, there are only 2 players left alive. They had a combination of about 60 HP between them there on the Kick side, and Ents were close to taking that one, but as you did say, the right team did manage to take it. You can see the incendiary grenades trying to come in there and the smoke grenades to slow down any pushes towards outside. It does look like that's where the bomb is going to go though, so no matter how much the CTs do try and slow them down, they are going to try and push there. And have a look at all those smoke grenades going down there. It is an absolute spam of them. I think they're aware of what's going to happen though, and you can see those T-Squad players, 3 of them at least, heading down towards the B bomb site here from outside. Let's see what they're going to do. Natu is the man on your screen. Going to take it very slowly. Still no casualties here in the 8th round. 4-3 is your score, as you can see at the top. But not really too much happening. Much slower round so far. Natu is going to spot a player there. He's going to be able to get, and Mutiris is going to back away from that, but Disturbed with the first kill.
Yeah, but it's going to be Disturbed with the first kill as Killdream and Coat start rotating. I think what was really interesting there about the way Ents played it, they went down secret, but they still had some players in and around lobby. So I'm quite confused here. I'm not quite sure where they're looking to go. It is 4 versus 4. It is even Steven, and the bomb is on the back of this man right here, Mr. Natu. And they've fallen back from secret. And it looks like they're going to try and head towards this A bomb site. They've got Disturbed coming in from Hut. And is it going to be Geronimo? It is Disturbed with that first frag. Natu coming in. But it's Skirk to get the kill. And the CTs now, the Portuguese team, are a man down. So, bomb will go down. And it's Mutt and Killdream to try and save this round. Killdream looks like he's getting close to pulling it off. 2 versus 2. The T's now, they're just going to play it cool, calm, and collective. You know, there's no rush. Wait for the CTs to come to them. And here we go. It's Killdream. He's between a rock and a hard place. He's all by himself. And well held from Ents. It is going to be even Steven once again. 4 versus 4. 4 versus 4. 4-4 is your score. And yeah.
I mean, one thing that was interesting there is that we saw as you said, you spotted it out. Ents started to push through Secret and everything, and it looked like they were going to be heading towards B, and then just suddenly out of nowhere, they rotated back. They were starting to play things a bit slower.
Thing is, they went into Secret, and most of the time when you see teams take Secret, you want to take the CTs by surprise on that low bomb site. And then they gave the CTs time to rotate back round, especially when the CTs had M4s, you know what I mean? And it didn't pay off for them. And now, Ents, they've got the weapons, and Kick, they've got 2 M4s, and the other 3 are on an eco. They've got those CZ75s.
Yeah, and we talked about it again earlier, so we will remind you guys, the more rounds that you can get on the T side, the better. And 4-4 it is. Ents are going to be happy with their situation. And they've already been able to take down one of those players who has got an M4, so that's going to play even more dividends to them. So Mutiris over here towards ramp. He's got the only M4 on the TT squad. Is he going to put it to power? Yes, he is indeed. Is he going to get 2? Yes. He's going to have to try and pull out his secondary weapon. He backs away from that, rightly so. He's been left on 2 single HP. He's going to try and find another player up there, but that's already 2 important kills. And his teammate of Killdream has been able to pick up that M4 indeed. So it's not the most bleak situation here for Kick. It didn't start off great for them, considering they only had 2 real weapons of worth. Emotion pushing towards Squeaky at the second. Killdream is going to get taken down, though, by Sunny. That's going to leave them a clear section into A. No, it's not, as Emotion picks up 2 headshots with the CZ75. Does get taken down. It's Mutiris still on 2 HP against Alu. He shuts him down, and I have to say, it's just been time and time again. When teams are having to eco or virtually eco, it's still coming very, very close and right down to the wire.
Yeah.
We've only seen 1 eco round so far, which I think was actually the second one, in the second round, where it was pretty dominating and no players actually went down. I can't quite remember when that was, or it could have been the first eco round that Ents had earlier on. I don't remember, but still, heading into the 10th round, it is 5-4. Ents are going to definitely be happy indeed, but I mean, that is a bit worrying, wouldn't you have to say, considering the fact that it's coming so close, considering that they're on eco rounds.
And it's coming very close, and, well, that's not going to help Kick's favour at all. Mutt goes down so early in the round, but Fox, that's good news if you're a Portuguese fan, returning the kill. So here we go. Emotion is going to try and peek outside. He knows that there's a few naughty terrorists in and around that area, but look, the bomb is on the back of Natu, and he is falling back. So let's go and follow him. There we go. Disturbed with the headshot onto Killdream, and come on, tease, let's get this bomb down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here we go. The flashes will go out on this upper bomb side, but no! Emotion with the hat-trick. That's brilliant from Emotion before going down. And now it's all down to Rome. It's all down to RMN versus Alu, who does have the bomb. And that's good news. And it looks like, oh, hello, he's going to go over to the B bomb site. He's got plenty of time. He's got 40 seconds on the clock. But what worries me is if he, well, Kick news on that upper bomb site. If he takes too long, then I think Roman might suss him out. At the moment, it's a guessing game for Roman. He has the HP advantage. On paper, this should be Roman's round easily. Whether he's on the upper bomb site or the lower bomb site, when Alu tries to plant the bomb, he will hear him, and here we go. Oh no, Alu will spot Roman. Oh, 6-4. And Alu should not have gotten that round. He was only on 12 HP. Not quite sure what RMN was doing. Probably playing Super Mario in the vents, but he was punished, and rightly so, in my opinion.
Yeah, indeed. And it just, I mean, like, you have to think of those kind of plays. Like, I was going to say that Emotions play with that with that hat trick.
Yeah, brilliant.
That could have proved dividends too, not just in that round, but in the rest of the game. That really could have been a big turning point there. But Alu picking up that kill just to finish off the round and forcing Kick once again onto an eco, that's going to play even bigger. So let's see what's going to happen here. We're into round number 11. Kick on an eco. 5 CZ75s is going to be the name of the game. 1 gets a kill. That's going to be Mutt with the first one. He's actually going to get, RMN is going to get a second one, so the man advantage is in favour of the team on the eco. And even further, Fox is going to get another one. What's happening here to Ents? He took the last round in very close fashion indeed. And now coming into round number 11, they had the gun advantage in quite swift fashion by the looks of things. 5 AK-47s I think it was against 5 CZ75s. It should have been a walkover. It should have been easy. And now you can see that bomb is outside at the second. Disturbed, just trying to watch it at the second, seeing if anybody's going to be coming from the flank. But what have you got to make of this round so far? It's certainly been an interesting one.
Well, it's a very good deco coming in from Kick, and there we go. Alu will get that frag. It's 3 versus 2 now, so there's no reason as to why Ents might not be able to pull the comeback off. Now Disturbed will pick up that bomb, and Alu will make it 2 versus 2, and it was 4 versus 2, and that goes to show how good these Ents players are. Whereas Emotion, he's playing Super Mario in Vents, and Fox is also going to come in Vents. So we saw Forrest pull off a very... Oh no, he has the AK, so he will play Super Mario, he will pop up. It's Disturbed versus Fox, but it's very difficult to shoot when you're on those ladders in Vents, and it quite surprised me that both of the CTs opted to try and rotate through Vents. And you know, it was 2 versus 4 in favour of Kick. And Kick still lost that round.
Yeah, they did, and I mean, although I think they.
And let's remember, it's a CT-sided match.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a CT-sided map. And another point to mention is that we talked about the positions of these two teams. Kick are first with a 21-point round difference, and Ents are fourth. And I mean, like, you know, things can happen, things can change around, but still, Kick are the team who are leading by quite a considerable amount in this league, and all they needed to do was to cement themselves first place for the for the playoffs, was to win this game. And it looks like the nerves have started to affect them slightly. You never know, anything can happen, but Ents having a really great T-side here so far. We're on round number 12, the score is 7-4, and I would have thought that Ents would have been happy with 7 rounds after the end of the first half. And here we are, with still 3 more to play, and they're already on 7, so let's see if Ents can continue their good work here on the T-side. No casualties as of yet in the 12th round. Lots of smoke grenades of all sorts. Grenades of all sorts. Yeah, starting going towards A. Emotion's going to be the first one there. He picked up a great hat-trick earlier on. Not going to happen this round, though. It's 1-for-1 trades pretty much absolutely everywhere, leaving it on a 2-on-1 eventually, though, as Mutt does pick up 2. So Alu's going to be the last one left alive against Mutt and Killdream as well. And finally, Kick showing a bit of class. Let's see if they can continue that up. He's going to look towards Heaven. Is he going to be able to spot that player? He has. This is tense.
Very tense. Alu will slowly climb up this ladder. He's got that flash as well, and there we go. Killdream will go down. Oh, but Mutt returns the kill. You know what? Fair play to Alu. Fair play to him. He got that kill, which of course will force Kick to buy up another M4 next round. But 5-7, and I don't mean the gun 5-7. I mean 5-7 in favour of the T's on Nuke. And it shouldn't be like this. But maybe Ents are showing us why they're a better team than Kick. And you know how I said earlier on that some people were saying that Kick just haven't been practicing enough this week, and that they haven't got enough hours on CS:GO because their profiles are public. Maybe that is that's playing a key as opposed to Ents. Remember that Ents weren't even planning to play this game.
No. So
I don't know. It is Counter-Strike, and anything can happen on the day. And wow, talking about anything can happen, the T's have infiltrated this bomb site already as the CTs attempt to retake it. Mutt will drop straight down from the sky. He will spot Sunny, and the T's have somehow won it. Skirk is on 10 HP, and Disturbed is only on 2 HP, so they went right down to the wire. But Ents have won a deco.
It was going to happen at some point. With how close that we've seen these ecos coming so far, it was bound to happen at some point. Unfortunately for Kick, they're into round number 14 now, 3 rounds down. Ents are going to be, just singing along, having a great time with the way that they've been playing so far. They were on an eco, only had 2 weapons of worth at the start. I believe it was an AK-47 and a Galil, and still they were able to hold strong. And that's going to force Kick onto another eco once again as Natu and Disturbed open things up here in the penultimate round of the first half. Disturbed with another one onto RMN. It's just going to be Mutt and Killdream, the last 2 left alive. Can they pull anything out? Nope. Killdream's going to drop his weapon and just accept it. Mutt's going to try and reply. No casualties from the T squad from Finland. And it's 9-5. And we say it a lot, Karan, and we're going to say it again. Who would have thought it?
Yeah, who would have thought it? Like we said, CT-sided map. Now, it's not as CT-sided as it used to be in CS 1.6.
No.
And CS Source, because obviously they changed the position of backsteps over to secret here outside, so it does give Ents or the T side that slightly easier passage into the lower bomb site. But still, Kick should not be 4 rounds down here, and Kick really stand a chance. They need to get this round on the board, and Killdream says yes, I want to be that man to instigate this round win for my Portuguese team. 3 versus 3, and in a blink of an eye, guys, Ents quickly tilt it in their favour somehow. So, Natu's outside, Sunny's also heading back towards lobby, and Skirk, well, I assure you guys this is the Finnish Skirk, not the Norwegian Skirk from H2K. It looks like they have their hearts set on this lower bomb site. Well, no, they need to pick up the bomb first, so your guess is as good as mine, I guess. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do. They can't do anything without the bomb. Well, what do you make of it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a difficult one. They do need to decide what they're going to do and make a decision pretty quickly. I mean, they have got 46 seconds to play with, so it's not the worst situation in the world. But, of course, every second that they kind of sit around and ponder on things is a second less to do. So it looks like that's player, which is going to be Skirk, is going to be starting to rotate and try and get it now. So let's see what decision they're going to try and make. Sunny's going to try and fool them with the smoke grenades in towards A already. But the bomb is nowhere near it. Skirk is going to be your bomb carrier, the man on your screen looking up towards heaven. There is going to be a player up there, but they're just taking this very, very quietly. Natu is on 19 HP, so he's got to be very, very careful indeed. And now you can hear them starting to be loud. Emotion and Killdream should hear them any second, but it doesn't look like they do. They've got clear entry onto the B bomb site at the second. Killdream is going to pick up Sunny, though. Now it's a 2-on-3. Now they're going to finish it off. 9-6 is your score at the end of the first half. And I would have thought if the scores were switched and it was 9-6 in favour of Kick, then Ent still would have been pretty happy with that, and it wouldn't have been the worst situation.
6 rounds is decent.
Yeah, 6 rounds on the T side is decent, but the fact that it's switched in the favour of Ents and it's 9-6 to them after the T side, it's going to be very, very interesting indeed to see what happens here. We talk about it time and time again, how important the pistol rounds are.
Yeah.
It's going to be even more important here, I have a feeling. If Kick don't take this one, it could almost be GG's, but you never know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, 9-6 in favour of Ents now, 9-6 in favour of the Finns. And you know what you always say, when you're in that pistol round, you guarantee, or on paper, you should guarantee the next 2 rounds after that, which would basically put Ents at 12-6 up. And remember, you need 16 rounds to win the game. So if it puts Ents at 12, then I don't think 4 rounds would be too out of their reach if they manage to get that all-important 4th round as well. Yeah. Because let's remember now, oh wait, no, they're switching to CT. Right, I was going to say the AKs are cheaper, but that's just me being slightly confused as always. So, 6-9 is the score, and who would have thought it that Kick are, well, they lost their CT side, but hey, it's Counter-Strike, it's not the end of the world yet. And like you said, Chewy, this pistol round is going to be incredibly important. So, here we go. Let's see where these teams are going to head off. Let's go have a sneaky peek at the CT side. Natu and Disturbed going towards ramp. Sunny's on this upper bomb site, and it looks like the T's wasting no time breaking in towards lobby. So little do they know that Sunny's actually round the corner. And I tell you what, Joey, if Sunny peeked now, he'd be in with a fright of his life. Kick, they're taking it slow. Whether you think that's the right or wrong thing to do, tell me no. And Sunny will pop out with that 5-7, but 1 kill's not enough. And the CTs now, they're being forced to push absolutely everywhere. The T's, they have that 1-man advantage. Is Skirk going to fall to his death? No, he's hanging onto a thread. And here we go. 2 versus 1. It's Disturbed versus Killdream. And is Killdream going to put an end to the Ent stream at the moment? He needs to pick up that bomb. But Disturbed, without a doubt, does have arguably the positional advantage. It's Glock versus 5-7. No, versus P2000. And there is the headshot. And, well, once again, it's another round where Kick arguably should have got it on the board. I mean, we saw Ents pull off that clutch in the first round. Kick maybe playing it a bit wrong there, I felt. And like we said, Ents have won the pistol round, Chewy, and it's going to set Kick back even more.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much really you can say, just apart from what you can see on the screen. Looking at the score, looking at the buy situation, it is not looking good here for Ents. And, you know, I mean, we don't want to sound biased here or anything, you know, because we're big fans of both teams. You know, we were saying about how well. And we were saying about how well. Oh, that's a nasty headshot with the 1 dig coming into Disturb. But we were saying about how great Kick have been playing so far, how they were even above Dignitas in this league, but they are not quite showing that sort of firepower today. Let's see if they can continue it. Alu's going to be able to respond though. Killdream and Fox have actually gone down, so it's a 3-on-3 at the second. Skirk's only on 13 HP. Let's see what's going to happen here. Emotion with the P250 in hand. It's back and forth between these 2 squads, and having a look at it, Emotion and RMN have actually been able to pick up FAMAS's. RMN's going to meet a play there. He's going to get taken out by Natu, leaving it up to Emotion in a 1 versus 2 against Natu and Skirk. Yes, Skirk is still only on 13 HP, but he can still do some work with that.
This is doable for Emotion. He has the bomb on his back. Like you said, Skirk is on very low HP, and Skirk will hear that bomb going down. But Skirk needs to make sure he don't push by himself. Skirk has to wait for Natu, but Emotion spots Skirk, and it's 1 versus 1. Emotion with the positional advantage, but Natu says no. Hat-trick from the Finn, and Ents live to fight another day. 11-6 will be your score. And it's just... It's coming right down to the wire, but every time it just seems to go in Ents' favour.
And this is why we love Counter-Strike, and this is why, you know, it's one of those games that always keeps you on the edge of your seat, because it's those one-on-one situations, those single pulls of the trigger, which can be the difference between a round loss and a round win. And, like even, situations being forced onto another eco, losing that pistol round of Ents of, his kick have done twice now.
Yeah.
Ents have won both pistol rounds here, which has really proved so strongly for them. That's pretty much half the rounds that they've got overall has been thanks to them being able to win that first pistol round on both halves. So, let's see if Kick can come back into the game. It's not quite all over for them yet. Anything is possible in Counter-Strike. They have been able to buy here, although Fox is only on a CZ75 by the looks of things at the second. They've got 3 AK-47s and a Galil. Alu's going to try and stop them straight away. He's been playing so well so far. Only gets one before Emotion replies with a headshot onto him, leaving it a 4-on-4. Killdream down to 14 HP. Not really too much else HP-wise going down for Ents, but as soon as I say that, Disturb does go down as well. Mutiris does get taken down by Sunny.
So here we go. Emotion will smoke this lower bomb site, and he needs to get that bomb down. And of course, we noticed that Kick was so low on cash. They still bought up AKs. It was 4th round, and they still, not all of them could afford AKs. And my question is, why not? But is Emotion going to do the impossible now? He is full of emotion, living up to his name. But that second kill, it wasn't meant to be. And this is it. It's the story of the game. It comes right down to the wire, and it just does not fall in Kick's favor. But again, my question still stands. Like, Kick, they didn't exactly go for the early buy on the 3rd round, if my memory serves me correct. Did they? They didn't. So why couldn't they afford 5 AKs on the 4th round? I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure they were deco or eco on the 3rd round.
And haven't they got the bomb down every round so far? Or am I wrong with that? I swear that they've got the bomb down.
They got the bomb down on the 3rd round, so why didn't they buy AKs on the 4th round? And now they've got Galils. Or maybe our memories just... Maybe they did.
Maybe they did and we're just dreaming.
Because surely they would pull off a mistake like that. But I don't know. Who cares? Who cares what we think? These are the professionals, and they're the professionals for a reason. So, where are Kick Gaming going? They're going outside. Emotion with the bomb on his back, and we are watching Emotion right now. He's been flashed, and I think he will counter that with a smoke of his. And he looks like he wants to try and take that bomb towards Secret. Disturbed, nailing Mott in the head. And, oh, Kick eating that grenade. He will fall back, and hello! Natu pops out, and Alu with the AWP. And now, surely this is going to be one step too far for Kick. It's Killdream and Roman versus Natu, Sunny and Skirk. And of course, we know how powerful those AK-47s are. And let's have a look at where the CTs are set up. It's FAMAS in hand for Natu. Sunny with that AK-47, and they're going to try and hold Killdream down, who will get his 2nd of the round, and they know that Killdream is there. Natu will spot him. It's FAMAS versus AK, but Killdream will live to fight another day, and there we go! Hat-trick from Killdream, and he is most certainly killing the end stream at the moment. 2 versus 2. He had no right to get those kills, Chewy. 2 versus 4, but Kick somehow turning it round to even Steven. 2 versus 2.
And you've got to wonder whether Ents were just getting a little too far ahead of themselves. They've got that 6-round advantage. They were. They could have just sat back and again, with the 2-man advantage, just held back and waited to see what Kick were going to do. But they didn't do that. They decided to challenge, and it's not paid off for them whatsoever. And Killdream and RMN, when all of that action was going down, they were quite far away from each other, but that helped them out. And now they've been able to join up. The bomb is going to get planted onto the lower bomb site. Sunny does pick up one. Skirk gets another one indeed. And even though Kick were very close to being able to come back into the 19th round here and take it once again, Ents showing their resilience, holding strong. 13-6 is going to be your score. Who would have thought it? Heading into round number 20, let's have a look at the buy situation. What's going to happen overall? Of course, Ents still with a lot of money in the bank. We are going to see 5 AK-47s coming in from Kick, but if they lose this round, it should be a hell of a long road to come back. It's a hell of a long road to come back, whatever the circumstances, being 7 rounds down here and on the T side. But here we go. Let's go see where they're going to take that bomb. Sunny is going to head up the top. You can have a look on the map there, in the overview section, to see what's going to happen. Molotovs, incendiary grenades, the whole lot coming in by the looks of things. Emotion's going to try and pick somebody through Squeaky. Not going to happen initially, though. The bomb is going to be heading in towards A. Is it any second? It looks like it could do. It's right back towards 10 at the second. But still, no frags, just a lot of gunfire so far.
Yeah, a lot of sparring between both teams, and no one's really been hurt too much. And just as I say that, commentator's curse kicks in, and this man right here, Mr. Roman, takes a nade to the feet, but he's healthy. He's not on the mobile to a medic just yet. And Kick, they're taking it slow. They're not trying to hide. They're making themselves heard. But I think they're trying to spam and try and get one of those early frags. And there is the early frag, guys. And is that what Kick need to kickstart their second half. So here we go. They will drop down to this lower bomb site, and we will see counter-terrorists drop down as well. It's Skirk. It's a beautiful headshot from him. And now he needs to make sure he doesn't peek once again. They know he's there. You know what? He is going to peek. He's got the confidence flowing through his veins. But that bomb is yet to go down. And Fox has somehow found his form once again in his 4 versus 2. And it's another situation, Chewy, where Kick have the advantage. Are we going to see a clutch again from Ents? Only time will tell. It's Skirk all by himself, and it's going to definitely take something special. But that something special wasn't present this time round.
No,
13-7. And even though I wanted Kick to win, I still fancy Ents for the game. I think, as it stands now, 13-7, I think it's just one step too far for Kick to try and pull it out the bag.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they have been able to force Ents onto an eco here. I mean, their money situation isn't the worst in the world for Ents, but they're just not taking any chances, and rightly so. So they are going to have pistols here, but still, all the same, although we say it's an eco and you go, oh, okay, yeah, by the script, it should be 8-13 here, still in favour of Ents, obviously. With the way that these eco rounds have been going so far, it's just been back and forth, and you really almost cannot predict them. So Alu's actually going to have his Cobalt Disruption Deagle out in his hands at the second. See if he's going to be able to pick up anybody up. Sonny's going to get aggressive with his P250, try and challenge some people. He's actually going to be able to take RMN down to 8 HP. He's going to try and go up the top. This is already looking really good here for Ents. They're just trying to hold them off as much as possible. But of course, the gun advantage still in favour of Kick. So things can always switch on a dime here in Counter-Strike. That's why we love it so much. RMN, man on the screen, was on 8 HP. Just switching through the players, but still no casualties as of yet. As soon as I say that, Mutt's going to get the initial kill onto Ram. Disturbed is going to be in a tricky spot. He goes down to Mutt as well. That's his second of the round. And now that's going to lead them into a great position to try and get over from ramp into B.
Oh, hello, Alu with that Desert Eagle. He's snuck behind Fox, and surely it's going to be a 1D, and it is. And that means he can pick up that AK-47, and Ents will live to fight another day. It's going to be tough, but Alu does have that AK-47. He's going to look to wreak havoc, and he's taken down Mutt, he's taken down RMN as well. And Ents, once again, they keep pulling these comebacks off. And is it in the script this time round? Alu will drop, no, Emotion will drop Alu, and Kick now, surely they're not going to throw away this 2-man advantage. Sonny with only a P250 in hand. Now Kick, they've got to play it cool, calm and collective. They know he's only got a P250, but Sonny wants to try and pick up that AK-47, but Emotion is not going to let him. He's pulling the trigger, he's not hitting his shots, and he was punished for not hitting his shots. 13-8 is your score.
Still, I have to say, once again, we said that things could not go by the script, and they were very, very, very close to not going by the script. Once again, another super close eco round between these two squads. Whichever team, is on the eco, they're still coming within a fraction of being able to take the round. And we're into round number 22. 8-13 is your score once again because Ents ecoed in the last one. They are going to be able to buy up here, so they've got 4 M4s and a FAMAS in hand, 5 AKs for the T squad. Let's see what they're going to do. Alu's going to try and find somebody outside. Lots of smoke grenades going down towards Secret there, as you do see Disturbed happily holding on to ramp at the second. It looks like the bomb could be heading in towards A, or is it going to be a fake? And are they going to start to move away from there? They're all pretty much racked up towards there at the second. T squad happy not to challenge anything silly so far and just wait for them. Wait for Kick to make the move. So let's see what's going to happen.
Well, I feel relatively confident. Yep, here we go. I was going to say that it's going to be an A-site push, and it most certainly has been. And there we go. Fox and RMN explode on this upper bomb site. But there's still 3 more pesky counter-terrorists to deal with, and one of them is that man Sonny. And, well, the last one standing now is Disturbed, and in the blink of an eye, you know, it was 4 versus 4, and all of a sudden, it's 3 versus 1 in favour of Kick. So Ents, well, not Ents, Disturbed spots those T's. He's gonna surely catch Killdream with his pants down, but how did he not kill him?
I'm terrible at Counter-Strike, and I think even I could have got that kill. I'm sorry, that sounds really brutal, but I'm really bad at this game, and I'm pretty sure I still could have killed that guy.
You see, it's little things like that, Chewy, that can, in the long run, make such a big difference. Like, if he'd got that kill, even he can't believe it. No, you can look at the chat. Well, I don't think the viewers can see the chat because we've got a little overlay thing there, but basically Disturbed was like,
did I just what was that? And then forced onto another eco. So, I mean, but yeah, as you said, like things like that, you know, that can change things. We talked about how one-on-one gunfights can change things, but although he was on a 1-on-3, it was still difficult. The CTs have decided to push aggressively again whilst on the eco. It's not worked out for them so far. That's going to be 2 left alive. It's going to be Sunny, and it's going to be Disturbed. Sunny is going to respond, though, taking out RMN. But as things stand, it should be 10-13. And we said about how Ents had a good T-side. So far, Kick have had a pretty good T-side. They're only 3 rounds behind. They are not out yet.
You see, I don't know if you noticed, Chewy, but I said that I didn't think Kick could pull the comeback off.
And then as soon as you said that,
yeah, but I support Kick. I like Kick. That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
That's why you did it.
That's why I said it. You see, it's that commentator's curse. I say that Kick can't do it, and before you know it, it's 13-10, and it's still game on.
It works in both ways, doesn't it? Commentator's curse always works. When you jump on board with a player, they always seem to die. But at the same time, as soon as you say that they're out of it, they decide to come back into the game.
So you know, sort of ace or
yeah,
something.
Indeed. I don't know quite how it works, but it is genuinely a thing. If you've ever casted, guys, you will know all about the commentator's curse. Here we go, though, into the 24th round. Hence, because they ecoed in the last round, they're able to buy again. And we do actually see RMN going down to 76 HP. So is Kick as well by the looks of things. Nasu down to 52 by the looks of things. Loads of flash grenades going in towards A. It's going to be a strong A push, or is it? Because the bomb's going to be heading down towards ramp. RMN and Fox are going to take out one. RMN with a second as well. And you said about how things switch on a dime, and it's happened exactly the same again here, and it just all goes down at once.
Look, Natu has taken down 2 terrorists at 4 versus 1, and he has the bomb at ramp, and he knows where Fox and Roman are coming from. So Natu, he's most certainly got the angle advantage here, and come on! Oh! I hold my hair in my hands. And how close was that to being a 4 versus 1?
If he'd have done that, then that would have just been crazy. I think I would have jumped out of my chair. But with that being said, although that's not going to be 14-10 and that's not going to be a crazy 4 versus 1, or 1 versus 4 even, that is going to mean that the game gets even more tense, because now it's 13-11 between the two squads. Round number 25 here, and again, another eco. It's back and forth. You see Fox once again throwing a smoke grenade outside. Looks like the bomb's going to be heading down towards there as well. Let's see what they're going to do. Just nothing coming in from Ensign. It's going to be interesting to see how they decide to play this now. This is why Kick are at the top of the Pro League, because they can start to perform like this, and they can start to bring this back.
Stop jinxing them.
I'm going to jinx it. It's going to go.
You're jinxing
I'm not
them,
showing
Chewy.
any bias, I promise. I promise. But, you know, this is the thing. This is why they are at the top, because they can pull out things like this when they are in a tricky situation. They can show their resilience. They're going to have the man advantage. They're going to have the gun advantage here. Great shot from Killjoy there, taking out 2. It's going to be Natu and Skirk. They do manage to reply, though, so now it's a 2-on-2 with the situation in hand. Skirk, how did he not kill that player?
Finally.
He's going to finally get him. And as soon as we say that Kick are good looking strong here, and Ents are on an eco, once again, another eco round that is coming down to a 1-on-1. How does this keep on happening?
It's all your fault. I told you.
Hashtag
it's
blame
all your fault.
Chewy.
Hashtag blame Chewy. So RMN, I think he's 1 step ahead of Skirk here. If he goes into vents, no, he's going to go outside. He's got 30 seconds to go, and he's on low HP, but fair play to him. But he needs to speed it up, in my opinion, because Skirk is eventually going to notice that, hang on a second, this bomb is going to go down on this upper bomb site. And surely it's only a matter of time until that happens. RMN slowly tiptoeing and making his way towards, well, he's not tiptoeing anymore. Skirk will hear him, but that bomb will go down, and Skirk will come up like Super Mario in the vents. But that bomb is down. Kicker guaranteed the money. It's 1 versus 1. It's, yeah, there you go. It's Skirk to get that round number 14 on the board. And the reason why I cheered so much is because it was an eco from Ents.
It was an eco
exactly. From Ents. And for Skirk to step up and get that hat trick, I think he had that CZ75. He caught one of the Kick players with his pants down in vents earlier on, and he picked up that AK-47 and wreaked absolute havoc on the lower bomb site and on the upper bomb site. And Ents are 2 rounds away from winning the game.
And again, you know, it shows about how important those pistol rounds are. It shows how important, you know, holding your nerve when you are in an eco situation and not giving up. Yep. That's such an important thing. You know, Ents came into this game, as we said, this game, number 1, wasn't supposed to be happening. Yeah. Ents started on the T side, so they should have gone into the halfway mark down as well. Kick are first in the Pro League. That's 3 things already there. You know, but suddenly Ents have won both of their pistol rounds at the start of each half, and they've been able to win eco rounds as well, as we were able to show you in that last round. So number 26 it is. Ents are 1 round away from putting themselves on match point. No casualties as of yet. The only player to take any damage is going to be RMN on 53 HP. Let's see what's going to happen. It looks like this could be a strong push into A. Smoke grenade is going down into anywhere. Sunny's going to try and pick up one. He does take out Mutt. RMN replies that that's going to be Sunny's second. No hat trick for him though. Trey's going across the board. Natsu's going to pick up another one. It's a 1 versus 2, and unless Fox can get this bomb down and pick up the 1 versus 2 clutch, there should be match point for Ents. Oh, he's going to pick up a great kill there onto Alu. He's not planted the bomb though, and once again, for God knows how many times we've seen this, it's another one-on-one.
It is another one-on-one, and it looks like Fox is going to try to do exactly what Emotion tried to do in the previous round. Yet to make his way back round Secret and make his way back towards the upper bomb site. Disturbed is going to play Super Mario in the vents, and they could run into each other here, you know. Fox is looking the wrong way. It's AK against M4, and there's the headshot. You know, I was preparing mentally for Fox to win that, and then I'd jump in with, what does the Fox say? But
you can't use it now.
I can't
use it now.
You've
ruined that pun forevermore. They ruined that joke forevermore because now people are going to be expecting it. You shouldn't have said anything. You should have just
It's not the first time I say it.
No,
it's not the first time I say it.
That's true. So here we go. Ents, the Finns are on match point. Who would have thought it? We're into round number 27. Both teams are able to buy, so this is still not over for Kick here. Can they win 4 on the trot and bring it back to a draw? We're about to find out. Fox is going to push aggressively towards outside. He's not going to spot that player down there. Does get knocked down to 19 HP. Alu is going to take him out though with his M4. Man advantage in favour of Ents. Round advantage in favour of Ents. The bomb is down over towards A by the looks of things, or is it going to be heading through towards ramp? We're about to find out. Disturbed's going to be the initial man to try and stop them. Smoke grenades going down towards there. He's happy just to push through here by the looks of things. Not getting cocky, but at the same time, not taking things slowly by the looks of things. Flashes are going to come in. They don't know that he's there. He's going to pick up 2. Is he going to get the hat trick? No, he's not. He eventually gets taken down, but Nasu is going to reply, take down that final player from Portugal, and it's going to be 16-11. The team in 4th place takes down the team in 1st, and that could really change things up in the league.
Yeah, well, it's Dignitas against H2K next. And on paper, on Nuke, again, like we said, we saw Dignitas beat Fnatic 16-2.
Yeah.
So we know how strong Team Dignitas are on this map. On paper, you'd really expect Dignitas to go ahead and pretty much beat H2K, which would put them on top of the league. And you know the question I'm asking myself. I think Ents have backed out of 2 games in this CS:GO Pro League. I just start to wonder whether they hadn't, given away those default wins against them, where they'd actually be in all this.
Yeah, I mean, where they were sitting 4th after that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see where they are at the end of tonight's result, but they were sitting in 4th place, able to go through to the playoff stages. But okay, apparently we have found out that we won't be covering the H2K versus Dignitas game because H2K have actually forfeited, which is really a shame. It's such a huge shame because I'm a huge H2K fan. I love Norway. It's my favourite country, as everybody knows. Everybody who knows me knows how much I love Norway. And I was going to cast in some Norwegian for you guys and just be like, Jeg elsker Norge, and I love Norway and everything, but I can't do that now. So H2K, you've made Chewy.
Look at him trying to show off his knowledge of languages.
If
it was Mirage, I'd read the Arabic on the walls.
Yeah, you would. You did that the other day. It is impressive. I can only count to 10 and say, like, I love Norway, Norwegian. That's about it. But unfortunately, guys, H2K have decided to forfeit, so shame on you, H2K.
So on paper now, Dignitas are going to end up finishing 1st.
Yeah.
So now it's a battle between who's gonna survive 4th place to not play against Dignitas next week.
Yeah. But we will see. Anyway, guys, we're going to go for a quick break. We're not sure when the next game is going to be coming. It is scheduled for in about 45 minutes time, I do believe. It may come earlier, it may come a bit later. We'll let you know, indeed. But we're just going to be going for a quick advertisement break. Thank you so much for joining us here, though, for the Gfinity Pro League. My name is Chewy, joined here by the duo of Kyanite. And we'll be right back. Chewy Night, that's what we like to see. So be right back, guys, and we'll be back soon.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gfinity Alienware Pro League. My name is Kainite and with me is Chewy. How are you, Chewy?
I'm very well. We're having a bit of a laugh here. Unfortunately, we did have a break in between the games. We were supposed to be bringing you 3 games today, but the Norwegian squad of H2K were supposed to be going up against Dignitas. They decided to forfeit that, and so they won't be continuing on in the league system. Of course, this evening is the last night of the group, well, of the league stages. And this is actually the final match in the league stages. So we've got Clan Mystic going up against GamePub. Now, some interesting things have gone on because of H2K forfeiting and stuff like that. We've actually, I think if our math is correct, worked out something that's going to happen. So I'll let you go through that, Karen, and tell us what the deal is.
Yeah, well, the deal is that as it stands at the moment, Dignitas are on top of the league. It's as simple as that. They will get the default win, of course, against H2K. They started today on 9 points. Getting the default win. A win is 3 points, which puts them on the top of the table with 12 points. Kick, obviously, they lost today, so they're not going to get an extra 3 points. But as it stands, they're going to remain second because they had 9 points as well. And bear in mind that round difference doesn't actually isn't taken into account unless you've got 2 teams with the same amount of points. And in this case, we don't. Ents, they were on 3 points starting today. And they managed to get that win on the board, of course, on Nuke against Kick Gaming, which will put them on 6 points, which sees them creep into 3rd place. And now it's basically whoever wins, according to our math at least, whoever wins between Clan Mystic and GamePub, or GamePub/Entity, or whatever you want to call them. Of course, they merged a few weeks back. We'll get that all-important 4th place, which should see him come back for the playoffs next week. Yeah,
indeed. So this is a big game. So basically, to put everything simply, we've got Dignitas leading. Then in 2nd place, we've got Kick. And in 3rd place at the minute is Ents. And then whoever wins here in this game between GamePub and Clan Mystic is going to be the team taking that 4th place. You know, again, we will try and confirm that with you as soon as we know what's going to happen. But that should be the way things go. Hopefully our math is correct. My math wasn't correct yesterday. I called half-time after 14 rounds and I got bombarded in the chat for it. So hopefully I won't make any silly mistakes like that again. But guys, if you are just joining us, with the Gfinity Pro League, what happens is that it's the same map for all the games in one night, and then it will change every week. So we were on Nuke earlier on. We were supposed to be on Nuke with Dignitas versus H2K, but as you guys now know, that's been cancelled, and we're on Nuke again here for the final match of the evening. So it looks like pretty much everybody is almost ready to go. We have actually got one substitute coming in for Clan Mystic. So
Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie's going to be coming in.
Here we go. There's the console, and we'll just switch over to in-game for you guys.
Let's get going.
So who's your money on, Chewy?
Clan Mystic, just with the way that they've been playing so far, and well, from what we've seen from them in the league so far today, I have a feeling that they could take this one, but you never know. Indeed, GamePub could come back into this as I mix my words. But we've actually got 4 players for GamePub at the minute. So
NL.
So
Biggie left the server. Biggie left the server,
He's
guys. He's back now. He's restarting his game, and here we go. We will go live now. By the looks of things, it's going to be a knife round, which means we missed the knife round of the previous game.
We did miss the knife round of the previous game. Well,
I don't remember seeing a knife round.
There wasn't a knife round. I swear there wasn't.
I don't know. Welcome to Counter-Strike, where
this
players just baffle you sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
But here we go, knife round, and obviously people who know who we are know that we normally pull off accents in our knife round, but unfortunately we've got to remain nice and professional today, which is exactly what we'll be looking to do. So like I said, who's your money on? You said your money's on Clan Mystic, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, well, we talked about it again. I mean, like, on a map like Nuke, it's not really going to play the most kind of essential role ever, I wouldn't have thought, with an AWP. But Kenny S, he's just one of those players that you need to really watch out for no matter what's in his hands. You know, that sounds really, really bad. But still, all the same, he's one of those players which is known throughout the Counter-Strike community for being a dangerous one. If he does have an AWP, he's going to be even more tricky. On a map like Nuke, again, I'd say it's not going to be, you know, like the best map for him to be able to use it, but it is going to be the last player left alive in it, and now there we go. Clan Mystic are going to be able to get it, and as you would predict, they are going to stay here. So let's have a run through of the rosters for everybody. I will let you do that, Kainite, because I'm sure you'll be much better at pronouncing all the names better than I can. I'm always the worst for that in the world. But Clan Mystic won the knife round. They're going to stay, as you would predict, staying on the CT side here. And we're into round 1 of the pistols.
So rosters, Hearts is the player for Clan Mystic, who isn't to be found at the moment. He's being replaced by Biggie. So let's see if he can come big throughout this game.
Oh,
that pun.
You and your puns.
Me and my puns. We still got SF, of course. We got GMX, Kenny S, and Kiyoshima. I'll try and speed this up for GamePub. Of course, it's a very, very new lineup. We've got Kalan, Kingo, who's the only player left from the old lineup, Nightmare, Osama, and Xerox. And let's not waste any time whatsoever. Kiyoshima with first blood. Kenny S once again. Clan Mystic tearing GamePub apart as it stands. But hey ho, there's still plenty of time for him to potentially turn this one around. Flash will go out and ramp room, and well, hello. Let's see what GamePub can pull off at the moment. It's not much. Kenny S gets his second, and well, Clan Mystic win the round with no casualties whatsoever.
And I mean, in the last game that we saw some really close pistol rounds, some really close eco rounds, some incredible games. And with the way that Clan Mystic took that very easily, you wonder if they're going to be able to take the rest of the game easily. Of course, only into round 2, so you cannot predict anything whatsoever. But having a look at what the guys from Clan Mystic have bought, we've got a Swag 7 in there. I don't ever call it a Mag 7. It is a Swag 7. Dubbed by my friend Miko. I'm not sure if other people call it that, but that's what he's dubbed it anyway. So it's a Swag 7, UMP, P90, and 2 FAMASs in the arsenal for the French squad of Clan Mystic. Kiyoshima's going to try and find a player, 2 players there towards Squeaky at the minute. He's going to find one. They tried to back each other up, but oh wow, just look at that. This is just easy work coming in. He's going to be able to get the hat-trick. Yes, he does indeed. Hat-trick with a Swag 7. Swag should be his new name after that. Kiyoshima. 3 kills on the board for him, unless he's got any in that pistol round. But 2-0 it is, what you'd expect, really, to be honest.
Well, normally we see the T's going for that early buy in the 3rd round, because obviously T side is a lot cheaper than CT side. Yeah. But because GamePub haven't managed to drop any of the Clan Mystic players within the last 2 rounds, which is pretty much the entire game that we've seen so far, they're still on those CZ75s. So let's see what they'll pull out the bag. They are heading towards ramp room, and it's GMX who's going to walk straight. Oh, he's shoulder to shoulder, and there we go. There's the first blood from GMX with that lovely UMP 45 caramel, and it's a slaughterhouse at the moment. It's Xerox all by himself. Surely he's not going to do the impossible, and well, my good old friend SF confirms that. 3-0 is the score to Team Francais, and are we going to see Clan Mystic dump the Mag 7s and UMPs? We are.
We are. Okay, well, I mean, interesting thing is that I don't think, well, in my short time of casting Counter-Strike, I've ever seen the first 3 rounds where not a single player has gone down for one team. You know, there's been no casualties. Just look at the scoreboard. There's not been a single one. A single player gone down yet so far. So 3-0 is your score. I mean, obviously, GamePub were on pistols. Now they're able to buy, and they have been able to get a casualty already as SF does go down, so that's already a good start for them. Let's see. We talked about it earlier on. We'll talk about it again, how important it is to get that first round on the board after you lose the first 3 from the pistol round loss. Let's see if they're able to come in big here. Great kill there from KGR, is that right?
Yeah, KGR or Kingo.
Kingo, yeah, KGR. So now it's a 5-on-3. Osama has been taken down to 13 HP. Kenny S, GMX, and Kiyoshima, the last 2 left alive. But GMX has already got an auto sniper in his pocket. He's going to be able to answer back and get one. And they're taking this very, very slowly, GamePub.
Yeah, they are. They've smoked outside, which will allow Callan to presumably start making his way towards Secret. In Secret. Hey. So Kenny S on top of this. Oh my god, on top of the A-Bob site. Where are the rest of these pesky CTs then? Let's see whether GamePub, can finally get their first round on the board. GMX peeking slowly towards that lower bomb site. He can hear Nightgood coming his way. GMX is stranded with that auto sniper, only managing to take one down though. And now Osama and co start making their way down to this lower bomb site. It's Kyo against Osama and Callan from behind. That's why he went Secret. And now Kenny S is all alone, and Kenny S's face hits the floor. He is no more. 3-1 in favour of Clan Mystique.
That was almost like a poem then. You were even
yeah.
rhyming.
You see, it just when it starts flowing, it's just brilliant, isn't it?
The body language gets going.
Kenny S hits the floor. He is no more. You know, I'm the Eminem of Counter-Strike.
Please don't do this to me right now. Right, so 3-1 it is. Round number 5. We've got an AWP in the hands of Kenny S. We said how dangerous he could be with it. Let's see if he's going to be dangerous today. Of course, he is going to be heading over towards Secret indeed, just to see if anybody's going to be pushing through there. Is in the usual position. SF trying to get a 1D through the smoke at the second. Is he going to be able to find anybody? Oh. Yes, he does. Headshot. Is he going to get a second? No. He does get shut down there by Osama. So now it's a 4-on-4. Let's see where they're going to push in. They've got control of ramp. See what the CT squad are going to do. And the game volume is so loud, but it adds to the intensity for us casters. I'm actually really liking how loud it is. It's just adding to absolutely
You feel like
everything.
you're sat in
You're
Nuke
in there.
with them.
You are in Nuke. I like it indeed. So,
Oh!
That was a nice grenade there by Kenny S, making it a 4-on-2. GMX is down to 7 HP, but still, it's going to be Callan and Kingor, the last two left alive. Let's see what they're going to do.
Oh, well, it's not often we see Kenny S miss AWP shots like that, and Callan from somewhere will get that AK frag. So let's go and see what he's up to. He's going to drop and join his teammate KGR. He will put that flash out. They know Kenny S is lurking, and Kenny S, he missed that first shot, but finally starts hitting them shots with his all-powerful AWP. And now he's playing it really intelligently. He's using the map to his advantage. He's using that massive toxic barrel, and it's all pressure on Mr. KGR. But he is, he's on this upper bomb site. What's Biggie doing? Biggie's out of position, and with 15 seconds to go, KGR is either going to save his weapon or genuinely try and take out these last two CTs. What's he going to do? You know what? He's going for it. He has that AK in hand. The clock is ticking, but Kenny S punishes him. 4-1 is the score. And, you know, Clan Mystic, they won the first 3 rounds, and then they gave away that round. But it's good to see them get round number 4 on the board. You know, they made a mistake in the last half. They lost a round, but they're adapting to their mistakes. Kenny S, who's such an important player for Clan Mystic, a lot of people say that when Kenny S, you know, is pulling the shots off, Clan Mystic are unstoppable on their day.
He got a hat-trick in that last round.
Yeah, it goes to show how much of an important player for him he is.
Indeed. So, round number 6, 4-1 is your score. Clan Mystic on the CT side, which is more favourable. But you do see the T-Squad starting to push towards ramp. GMX in a great spot. He's going to be able to get one. Is he going to get the second? Has to pull out his P2000. Does get another one there. Biggie coming in and supporting as well with his M4. So, once again, this is looking very, very good for Clan Mystic. The only casualty being Kiyoshima. Asama and Kingor, the last 2 left alive. They're going to try and make their way through vents at the second, dropping down virtually at the same time, although actually one of them has stayed up.
Go on. Oh, he didn't see him.
Didn't see him. That's why I love X-ray mode, because you can just see things which they can't, and he does get shut down. That was a big gunfight to lose.
It really was. I mean, that kill could have opened things up, you know, and now KGR's only got the P250, and he's down as well. And I think judging by Chris's arms waving in the air, Chris is our producer, I think Chelsea have scored a goal. So who's watching the football along with the Counter-Strike tonight? Let us know in the chat.
I'd certainly much rather watch Counter-Strike than Chelsea play any day.
Well, you're an Arsenal fan, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're an Arsenal fan, so you don't really like Chelsea.
We won't go into that. We won't go into that. But there we go. Okay. So hopefully Chris is going to be a happy man. Otherwise, he may put some weird stream graphics over the top of my head, knowing him. But here we go. Round number 7. 5-1 is your score. Clan Mystic still looking strong here. GamePub need to try and get as many rounds on the board. We talked about it again on Nuke. The more rounds you can get on the T side, the better. And that was really one of the differences in the first game that we saw. Because of the because they managed to get a lot of rounds on the board, well, they got a 3-round difference on the T side. Hence, that was the thing which really set them up. And Kenny S, we said he could be dangerous with his AWP on any map. We didn't know how dangerous he was going to be on Nuke, but he's already proving that he can do some great work. They're going to try and make their way in, and look at that incendiary grenade. It does slow them down. They do manage to pick the kill up on SF there, but look, they're trapped. They need to try and do something now. Xerox is going to try and move around the corner. See if he can pick anybody up. Shots coming in towards ramp room. And they keep pushing this GamePub. Let's see if they can finally successfully do it without losing the round. It's a 2-on-3 though, so not looking in the best of situations for them so far.
Yeah, I was quite surprised that after that Molotov went down, that the GamePub team didn't actually rotate back round. But they are pushed into ramp now, and let's see where they are going to go. We do have Kiyoshima and Kenny S both on this lower bomb site. But where's good old Knight? Oh, look, they go into the upper bomb site. So here goes nothing. Flashes are lobbed out, and here we go. Oh, Biggie will pop out, and is he going to get more? No, he's going to go down, and it's Xerox with the weight of the world on his shoulders. But Kiyoshima, it's bog standard Counter-Strike for him. 6-1 is your score, and if we take a quick peek at the scoreboard, GMX 10 kills, and Kenny S with 8 kills for Clan Mystic again. He's
died once in 7 rounds.
Yep.
That puts things into perspective. And who's that dropping in a James Bond at the bottom? Oh dear, Night Good is dropping a 007. Can we please have the James Bond theme?
Oh, 007.
If you've never seen that before, that's okay. That's a Call of Duty thing right there then. So if you're dropping 0 kills, 0 assists, and 7 deaths. No, we don't. No, we don't. But that's a 007. So that's a James Bond. If you've not heard that before, I'm bringing it into the Counter-Strike scene. Biggie gets the first kill there onto Callan. He's going to get a second one. He's going to be able to get the hat trick. Taking down Xerox there. He's already on 2 kills in the round, and Mystic are just looking to absolutely dominate here. They want to progress through to the playoffs. One man's going to be left alive. It's going to be Osama. He gets shot in the back. Biggie with the hat-trick. 7-1 is your score.
Yeah, fair play to Biggie. You know, he's not normally in this Clan Mystic lineup, but we do allow substitutions, or what was that fancy word you used earlier on?
Pickups.
Pickups.
Another Call of Duty term.
Yeah, whatever that's meant to mean.
Whatever
Pickups.
Call of Duty uses.
Damn you Call of Duty people. But no, we love Call of Duty people here at Gfinity. We really do. But anyway, so GamePub, they of course ecoed last round, and they have AK-47s now. So let's see where they're going to head off to. Callan's on T-Roof. He's just trying to spray into heaven, unfortunately for him. No one is actually there, and it seems like Osama and co are preparing with these smokes and flashes outside, which, you know, whenever I see smokes and flashes outside, it sort of tells me that the T's are probably looking to try and get full control of Secret and, you know, give themselves a passage in towards that lower bomb site. But look who's lurking.
It's gonna be difficult.
It's Kenny S. Oh no, good shooting from Nightgood. And now that Kenny S is down, can GamePub finally start doing some damage to the French team in Clan Mystic? Oh, Kiyoshima says no, it's... Oh, I thought he got the second there. He's going for the second. It's GMX with the headshot. KGR wants to turn this around. It's Mag 7 versus AK. But Biggie somehow is the only CT left standing. He's playing it ninja. And Biggie with the 2 versus 1 clutch.
Now you can see why he's a substitute.
They didn't spot him. Well, you can see why he's a substitute,
what
but...
was that last player doing? When that first... In the 1 versus 2, so the first player went down on the A-bomb site, there was one towards Squeaky, and they just stood in the exact same position. They didn't move, they didn't flinch, they didn't do anything. I have no idea why, but again, here we go. 8-1 is your score. GamePub, unfortunately, are not looking very strong whatsoever. That's not being biased towards them, but when it's 8-1, I know it's CT side and I know it's Nuke, but still, you need to get some round on the course. They do, and they've had gun rounds where they have been able to get it. They were looking to try and get full control of outside, and they took down Kenny S as well, which is a huge start to be able to push down towards Secret. Didn't happen though, and Kiyoshima's just having fun with shotguns. He doesn't really care too much in the second. Kenny S is going to open up with his AWP. An auto sniper kill comes in, and this is just complete dominance so far from Clan Mystic. 9-1 is your score. Is this already going to be good night, GamePub? I have a feeling it could be. You never count anybody out on Counter-Strike, but Clan Mystic are just... It's not a walk in the park, but it's shooting practice.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, taking a look at, you know, Clan Mystic's finances, Kenny S on 9.7k. That's plenty of money. I mean, the CTs, they can afford to lose another round. And they'll be able to buy up next round. But the question at hand now is where are the terrorists going? We haven't seen them try a fast push on towards this A-bomb site, but it's not working out well for them. And in the blink of an eye, I think that was barely 10 seconds. No. They are down. And GamePub, you know, ever since they underwent that lineup change, we gave them the benefit of the doubt last week. Gave them the benefit of the doubt the week before. Clan Mystic are a very good side, but surely this GamePub entity side, if they want to genuinely challenge and live up to the name of the previous GamePub lineup, they need more than one round. And fingers crossed, I really hope that they've got it in them, because I've seen these players play. I know Kingor's a very good player, Xerox is a very good player, Nightgood is... They're all very good, but at the moment, Chewy, it's just not working for them.
No, the chemistry's not there by the looks of things. I mean, you don't know what's going on inside their heads. We can't hear the team chat either, or discuss what they're going to be talking about, but still...
I mean, Clan Mystic have been a team for a lot longer,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But still, they need more than one round.
They do indeed. So Biggie, the substitute for the Clan Mystic squad, he's really been showing himself. It doesn't matter that he's a substitute so far. He's really been proving his worth. You can see SF here is going to find somebody. Xerox does win that gunfight though, taking him out with the headshot. So 4 on 4. As soon as I say that though, Xerox does go down with that auto sniper. GMX picks up 2. Is he going to be able to find any more? Yes, he does. Hat trick for GMX with the auto sniper, and he is just humiliating them.
Well, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I'm not an expert at the game, I'm not an ex-professional player, but you know, I've got a few years of CS under my belt, and I think the problem there was that GMX had the auto sniper. We know how powerful the auto sniper is in CSGO. And GamePub, they had full control of ramp room. Granted, GMX was causing an issue for them, but hey, you got the bomb on your shoulders.
Yep.
Forget GMX, he can't rotate and get you. You've got enough time to jump down and get that bomb down, but they didn't. They tried to take on GMX one by one, and it's the same story again. GP, wake up and smell the bacon, because you're not playing well enough, and Kenny S is on the brink of dying here. Are they finally going to shut down the Frenchman? Let's wait and see. It's Callan and Xerox for the team from the Balkans, And 4 versus 2, you know, we've seen 4 versus 2s get pulled off before. Kenny S, down he goes! And now at 3 versus 2, this looks slightly more doable for the team from Macedonia. Of course, they got a Croatian player, I believe, but that's irrelevant. Or it could be a Bosnian player. It doesn't matter. They're the team from Eastern Europe. They're the team from the Balkans. So, Xerox all by himself, and he is no more as well. And what do you think of GamePub? Like, I've shared a bit of my 2 cents. I don't want to say more before people start saying I have no idea what I'm going on about. But
well, I don't want to be mean, but I think GamePub's performance is going to mean that I get to go to Sainsbury's earlier and get myself some food and get home earlier. Which I don't want. I want to cast Counter-Strike all night, but that's going to put it into perspective.
Some advertisement for a supermarket?
No, it's just the closest one.
Okay. I see what you're doing, Chewy. I'm sorry. I know you're new here, but it's not acceptable here in CS. You might be able to do it in Call of Duty. That kind of thing ain't acceptable, but forget that. KGR with first blood onto Kiyoshima. And is that the sign of intent that GamePub need to finally get their first round on the board? But what do you know? This man, this beast, the French beast, is lurking outside with that AWP. And GMX, you know, he's not too bad either. He says, anything Kenny S can do, I can do too. And here we go. Xerox and Kingor trying to infiltrate this ramp area, but Kenny S is there again. He's absolutely tearing GamePub apart. And, well, what do you know? It's Mr. Osama alive by himself again. And, well, his face hits the floor.
A GamePub even... I don't want to say anything mean again because I don't want to seem biased, but how can you not sound biased when it's 13-1? I know they're on CT side. I know that GamePub have been having problems with rosters and have been getting used to this and everything, but they're experienced players. They need to... I don't know. You know, they can't shut down Kenny S.
Well,
I'm
seeing a lack of smokes. I'm seeing a lack of flashes coming in from GamePub. I know they seem to be infiltrating ramp room, sort of, and just as I say that, looks like they're going to go ramp room. So over to you, Chewy. I've casted a few rounds for now.
Yeah. Let's see what's going to happen as once again SF does get another one. We've got 3 snipers in the hands of the CT squad.
Finally!
Oh, there we go. Osama and Entity do answer back, but MS is actually going to be able to pick up a kill. So now it's a 3-on-3 situation. Let's see. They've got control of ramp, but as soon as they do manage to do that, the Clan Mystic squad, so quick with their rotation, they are able to push through there. And let's see what they're going to do. Osama's going to make his way up to heaven at the second. Xerox has been able to pick up an AWP. And they've also got an auto sniper as well. So it's 3 sniper rifles on the field at the second. And Kenny S is going to be able to get the first one. Nightgood's going to get 2 though. And for the first time since the start of the game, pretty much, we've only got 1 player left alive for Clan Mystic. And Kiyoshima is just happy to taunt this player. He's going to be able to get the kill. Look at that. That's just...
See, that's the problem with the ladders. They're just so inaccurate. And Kiyoshima, he's put him on 8 HP. Surely Kiyoshima will get it eventually. And, well, even GMX is saying, ha ha ha,
they're
in
all
the chat.
just laughing.
Oh, dear. There we go. He's going to try and defuse, but unfortunately for him, he's been blown to smithereens. 13-2. I'm happy that GamePub have got that second round on the board, but, you know, I don't know what you think, but I think it's going to... Well, they need 14 rounds on CT to win the game. Do you think they can do it?
No.
No?
No. And
Stop being biased, Chewy.
I'm sorry. I do apologise.
I'm
4 of their players are on 6 kills, but I'm just having a look at the scoreboard very quickly once again. GMX with the auto sniper ripped them into shreds. 19-5. He's got less deaths than most of the players have kills, I think, pretty much in the GamePub squad. Again, we're not trying to sound biased, guys, but it's very difficult when Clan Mystic are just absolutely dominating GamePub here. But here we go. They are on the less favoured side now. It's all pistols, so it's all even between the 2 squads. Clan Mystic are going to try and push through. There's 2 of them left alive, though, so is this going to be a lifeline here for GamePub? Kiyoshima, the last one left alive. That's going to be 2 rounds in a row.
Finally.
He is going to get taken down. 13-3 it is. They've won the pistol round on the CT side. Is this the start of one of the craziest comebacks we've seen in quite a while, Kyanite? Well, I hope so. I don't want to go to the supermarket yet. I don't want to go home yet. I want to cast Counter-Strike all night.
So do I, to be fully honest with you. And, of course, guys, those of you guys who are familiar with Counter-Strike will know when you win that all-important pistol round, it means you have more money in the bank. And that's why Osama... It's so funny. And Callan have those pharmacies and PP Bisons in hand. And Nightgood's going all in, put his eggs all in one basket. And gone for that lovely M4A1S Bright Water. But hello, he's being tagged through the wall. It's SF and Nightgood. They can barely see each other, but they're still trying to taunt at each other. But Nightgood will now have intel on the fact that there are some Ts in and around yellow, which is now white for some reason. But where on earth did that kill happen? I'm not very good at this camera work, Lark, but here we go. SF will eat a grenade. Osama's made it 2 in favour of GamePub, and so far exactly what we've expected. As SF, surely it's only going to be, well, he's not going to get anything, and GMX, he's not going to last much longer. 13-4, and now Clan Mystic, I believe, might be able to... No, they can't afford to go for the buy. They bought those expensive CZ75s. And again, Chewy, on paper, it really should be an easy GamePub round.
Yeah, it should be. Should be, being the prominent word there in that sentence. 13-5, 13-5 it should be though, sorry, 13-4 it is right now. Round number 18, you can have a look and see that there's only going to be one P250 in the hands of Kenny S. On the CT side, they've got a couple of FAMASs, a couple of M4s, and a Bison in the works as well. So let's have a look and see what's going to happen. It looks like the T-Squad are going to be heading outside. Looks like that was Kiyoshima managed to get one, but it's going to be down to GMX once again, the last one left alive. 2 rounds in a row. Not going to be able to pick up anybody. 13-5 it is. It's gone to script in accordance to the pistol rounds. Is it going to be able to go to script in the fact that the CT squad should be getting a lot of rounds on the board? We're about to find out. This is an important round, and look at what Kenny S has bought. We're on board with him right now. The big green gun in the hands of the Frenchman, Kenny S. Let's see what work he can do.
The big green gun in his hands indeed. Normally we see the AWP go outside. I think by the looks of things, guys, Kenny S, I was going to say he's going to go ramp room, but he's got something else in mind right now. He's going to try and search for one of these CTs, but Callan is the man with the AWP on the other side who's getting the kills at the moment outside. And, well, look at this. The GamePub players have got... Oh, I thought Nightgood was outside with him as well. Forget that. Deary me. So, 4 versus 5 in favour of Clan Mystique, and Kenny S will slowly...
In favour of GamePub. Sorry.
Oh, no, in favour of Clan Mystic. Clan
You
Mystic.
said 4 versus 5 instead in favour.
Okay, forget it. Anyway, Callan somehow getting a hat-trick. Chewy, stop putting me off, and Kenny S is... the last man standing. You know what? I got a funny feeling, Chewy. Kenny S can do this. He will spot. No,
not if he misses shots.
Commentator's curse. Why did I say that?
Why did you say that? He was going to pull that off.
13-6.
That little tiny twitch there in his shot, which put him off aim, was your words infecting his brain. But
yeah, he can hear me all the way from France.
Of course he can. 13-6 it is. This is Kenny S. He has godly powers. Okay, and once again, because of that situation, guys, the guys from Clan Mystic are going to be on an eco round. We see a dual Beretta in there, Deagle and some CZ75s. So still possible for them, but Callan's been doing some great work. He did pick up a hat-trick in that last round with the AWP in hand. Let's see if this is going to be a comeback from GamePub. This looked like this could be a good night early on, but since then, since taking that pistol round, they've been looking strong. Callan does miss a shot though. Once again, Clan Mystic going outside. Let's see what they can do. They're taking a lot of damage. Kiyoshima's actually down to 2 HP. He's still alive, but they've been able to get through secret thanks to those smoke grenades. They're making their way down. Let's see if they've got clear entry onto the B-bomb site. Nightgood's not going to have anything to do with that if he can help it. Still with that M4 in vent at the second. He's so close to Kenny S. He is going to get spotted, and Kenny S does take him out.
Such an important kill there from Kenny S. And now the Clan Mystic guys who are on the eco had the man advantage. They've blown it, but Kenny S picked up that lovely bright water M4, and Biggie says, hello, don't forget me, kinda. I'm here as well. And down goes Kenny S. And it's Mr. Substitute. It's Mr. Stand-In, Mr. Biggie. Now with that M4.
He's done it before, though.
He's done it before. And, you know, KGR or Kingor is only on 2 HP. Callan's holding the angle with the up. And now, surely Biggie can't mess this one up. He needs to pick up the bomb. And he's got plenty of time remaining. And Kingor on 2 HP, Chewy. He's making his way back towards that upper bomb site, but Biggie will start to plan. And I'll tell you what, I'll get out of my seat if Biggie manages to pull this 2 versus 1 clutch off. KGR, by the looks of things, looking very cagey at the moment.
I just like hit my face.
The face palm from Chewy. But let's focus. KGR. Is he not going to go for this? He is. He's going to drop down now. Let's be all eyes on Biggie. He hears the footsteps of KGR. And there we go. The clutch from Biggie. And finally, Clan Mystic has something to sing and shout about for the second half. They get their first T-side round on the board. And, well, CTs, have they got a deco? No, they're not going to deco. So that's good news if you're a GamePub fan. But Clan Mystic edging closer and closer to round number 16.
And that's the second time we've seen the substitute Biggie pick up a 1 versus 2 clutch situation. So Clan Mystic are going to be very happy with this man, because he's been one of the key factors to them pretty much guaranteeing themselves a spot in the playoff situation. Of course, they are 2 rounds away. Anything can happen. GamePub can come back into this game. We talked about that they are on the more favoured side, and they had strong first 3 pistol rounds, but since then, Clan Mystic took the last round. It was very, very close indeed, and Callan's going to get a good first pick there onto Kenny S. That's a huge kill, taking him out. Kenny S didn't have his AWP this time. He did have an AK-47, but still. And it looks like it's going to be replied, though, as Kingle does go down to GMX. Clan Mystic squad starting to make their way into ramp room. Smoke grenade's going to go in. That's going to try and distract that player whatsoever, but they're not actually going to spot him there, as Osama does pick up Kiyoshima. It's a 4 versus 3 situation. Xerox is going to find them all over there. He's going to miss his shots, and Biggie, the substitute, showing why. Again, he's such a good substitute, getting another kill on the board. It's a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, it is 3 versus 3. Osama on top of this A bomb site. Where's good old Kala? Well, where is he actually? Oh, he's all eyes on ramp room. Night good with that M4. He's holding the lower bomb site because they know the T's are in ramp room, and when the T's are in ramp room, most of the time they opt to go to that lower bomb site.
Yeah.
But you know what, Chewy? They've changed their position now. They're in hut, and the smoke will disperse on top of this upper bomb site. And who is that on top of hut? It is... Once I can figure out who... Where is he? Where is he? Well, it's Osama, and I'm not very good with this camera work. And at the moment, Clan Mystic exploding on top of that upper bomb site. And Nightgood is all alone. 35 seconds to detonation. And can Nightgood save the day? He's slowly creeping towards that bomb site. He took the head off GMX, and surely we aren't going to see another clutch on the cards. Here we go. Oh, lovely headshot from Nightgood. He's only got 1 more to deal with. But Biggie gets the better of him. 15-6 will be the score. You saw it in the middle of your screens there. It said match point, and that's exactly what it is. 15-6. And, well, GamePub, they're low on cash, Chewy. They're buying up everything they can. And, you know, is it goodnight Vienna for the team from the Balkans?
Well, this is not only match point we've got to think about, this is also playoff point as well. Whoever gets this progresses through.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah, and we'll be able to go through. So this was a big game, you know. It's not like GamePub should be giving up on this because it doesn't count for anything. As far as we're aware, if our maths are correct, this is going to be big. But Osama does get the first kill. Unfortunately, Nightgood does go down. So no swag 7 action in this round to Kenny S. It's a 4-on-4 at the second. Make that a 4-on-3. But yeah, as we said, you know, this is not only game point and match point, this is you know, playoff point. Whoever wins this match, which should, according to the script, be Clan Mystic, be their chance to progress through into the playoffs and maybe even into the finals, is a 2 versus 1. Is going to be Kingor. He's up in heaven. He goes down. 16-6 is your score. Clan Mystic, as far as we are aware, are going through to the playoff situation. And that's going to be that. And, I mean, they just won it in the first half. I mean, like, although GamePub were able to take 3 rounds, you know, after winning that initial pistol round in the second half, it was pretty much all over, you have to say, with that first half performance. GMX looks so strong with that auto sniper in hand. Kenny S, we said about how dangerous he can be with that AWP. He proved it again to us here this evening from the new Gfinity Studios. I don't think we even mentioned that yet. We're in a new place. We absolutely love it here. It's such a great venue. So I think this is a bit of a temporary setup, but it's nice to be here in a different atmosphere, bringing you some Counter-Strike action this evening.
Yeah, I think people would be slightly surprised if you told them it was the same studio.
Yeah, well, considering it's a different coloured wall,
the
but still, all the same.
colour of the walls has sort of changed.
Don't do this to me on stream. Why do you do this?
No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it from us. What? Yeah, it's a camo tie. It's my Adidas 2 tie. I know Sir Scoots doesn't like it, but...
Neither do I.
Yeah, it's because you're both secretly related. They're both called Matt and Scott Smith. But anyways, forget that. Thank you for joining us here live from the Gfinity Studios in London for the Alienware CSGO Pro League. And guys, look, Gfinity, they put so much effort to bring this to you guys. Remember that massive G3 LAN with, I can't remember the exact amount that they've got as prize money for CSGO.
But it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and the money they're pumping in. Honestly, you know, give them a follow on Twitch, like them on Twitter. It's at Gfinity, and you know, thumbs up to Alienware as well for helping out with these beautiful computers.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's been a great great evening. Sorry, Counter-Strike action. I'm completely mixing up my words here. Unfortunately, we were only able to bring you 2 games when we were supposed to bring you 3. As we did say earlier, Dignitas progressing through after H2K forfeited, so they are going to finish top of the Alienware Gfinity CSGO Pro League. But anyway, guys, we are going to call it a night there. I have been Chewy. This has been Kai Knight, otherwise known as Chewy Knight. I'm sure we will be bringing you lots more action ourselves. Again, please join us next Tuesday around about the same time for the playoff stages, and we will see you again then. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and good night.